What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today's going to be 3 different segments of video. First things first, we're going to open our FUT Champs rewards. I sold Christian Eriksen for 510,000 coins. He has gone. Of course he's gone, why wouldn't he be gone? But the FUT Champs rewards are here. What I'm going to do guys is we're going to start with my FUT Champs rewards. I ended up getting gold 2, not the worst. My best finish for many weeks. I think I finished 23 and 7. Maybe 23 and 8, something like that. So I could have got elite if I pushed on. I don't even know if I had enough time. It was late in the night. I'm glad I didn't to some degree, and I won't be playing FUT Champs for 40 games for the rest of this weekend league now, because the team of the season packs that you get for elite and top 100 contain any possible team of the season that's been released, with exception of the rest of the world top 50, which means you can get EFL players and most consistent players. And I've actually seen one guy has got a 77 rated and a 78 rated as his 2 players out of his rewards, and that is just embarrassing. It's genuinely embarrassing. So I'm not going to sit there and play 40 games for 2, the likelihood of having 2 absolutely low-end team of the season cards. We got to gold 2, as I say, 45,000 coins, 2 rare mega packs, 1 rare gold pack. So I'm quite happy with that. Could be a little bit worse, could be a little bit better. And some of these team of the seasons that I've invested in have already sold. I've sold about 5 of them for 60 to 65k. Now that those cards specifically aren't in the team of the season rewards, I do think that the investment on those is going to go up quite nicely. But we've got 3 packs, guys. I don't expect anything out of this. 2 rare mega packs and a rare gold pack. I just hope for, an 83 or something would be nice. But sadly, we can't even get an 83 to begin with. That is quite disappointing. That's actually very disappointing. We get a Carlos Vela duplicate, so we'll hold on to him. We'll send him up to the trade pile. And then 2 rare mega packs. I mean, boards would just be nice. An inform would be great. An icon or a team of the season would be unreal. We do get an inform. Come on, be Aubameyang for me. Be Aubameyang. It's not Aubameyang, it's Traore. It's an 84 rated inform. Can't really complain about that. However, he has he has as many stars on his weak foot as he has stars on his nation's flag. 1 star weak foot for Traore. But hey, an inform is an inform, am I right? 4-star skill moves, 1 star weak foot. Can't imagine he goes for all that much, but we'll save all of this, guys. We'll pop this all into the club for the time being. I'll deal with all of this at a later date. We get a free pack. Oh, 2 84s in there as well. That's all right. That's all right. They'll both sell for like 6 to 8k, maybe even up towards 10k at the right time. So that's not too bad. Some good profit to be made. And with the inform as well, the 45k coins too, I mean, we're probably going to be pushing well in excess of 150,000 coins from this weekend league, which isn't horrific. It's not horrific. Given the fact that I didn't play to a full high level, I've definitely seen worse. Let's go to get rid of that. Let's discard those items and open our final rare mega pack from our FUT Champs rewards. What do we get, EA? Hook us up. Don't hook us down. Just a board. Is it going to be a big board? Or is it going to be a bad board? It's Spanish. The amount of times I've seen that Spanish goalkeeper, it's just triggering, man. It's just triggering. Kolasinac and Darmian might sell for a bit, but yeah, again, we'll get some good coins out of the consumables and stuff that are around there. Pepe Reina will send up to the trade pile. I believe this Saudi Arabia badge is also 1,000 or so coins. Yeah, it is 1,000 or so coins. So we'll pop that up as well and get rid of that and get some coins off of that. But not bad for our FUT Champs rewards, guys. We're now going to go and do the rest of the world SBC, but I'm going to build it first so that I don't spend 10 minutes doing this one SBC. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So I actually was going to give you guys some gameplay and from Division 1 and show you a few other things, but actually I'm just going to show you guys me building the SBC for the rest of the world with the full untradeable EPL team, of course, that we got from the Premier League upgrade pack. So I might as well use these guys, because if I do more and get duplicates, it's just going to be a waste. So we submit that for our player, and from that player we'll obviously end up getting a guy that will be worth at least 40 to 50,000 coins, which is pretty cool. And then instead of going into some D1 gameplay and a few other bits and bobs that I was going to show you guys, instead we're going to go ahead and go into a live FUT Champs game. So hopefully you guys enjoy the FUT Champs gameplay that's been back on the channel over the last week or so. We end up getting ourselves the striker, Kobayashi. Great name to say, very fun. It's not a bad card either, not a great card either though. It's definitely a fun one that you could probably have a run with in D1 or DKT, but I wouldn't say take that one into FUT Champs. But that, guys, was our player. Let's go live. So guys, I was going to show some Division 1 gameplay here today. I changed my mind. We're going to do a live FUT Champs game instead. So this might be a super long video. I don't know. If it is, deal with it. I've bought some huge additions to the team. I'm very excited to show them off. We ended up selling, you would have seen the sales and the purchases already actually, but I ended up selling Matic and selling Ericsson, which you already saw, and selling my gold De Gea. Now, I bought the gold De Gea for 140 and sold him for 210. I bought Matic for 270, sold him for 330. And I replaced it with this De Gea here for 870 and Fernandinho for 656. And I also picked up Ashley Young for 289. And the reason why I went with these players is because I thought, you know what? The La Liga team of the season, by the time you're watching this, La Liga team of the season will be out. It got leaked. I saw some of the players, and just generally speaking, there's no one there that I actually want in my team outside of potentially Casemiro, Sergio Ramos, and then of course like the Suarez, Messi, Ronaldo style players. But in terms of just your actual player, like the Parejo, the Saul, even Isco, they're not going to get into this team. So I do want to get Sergio Ramos when he is released. I don't know how much he's going to cost. Obviously, we know he's going to be in the team of the season now. And he will go into this right centre-back slot. And then he will come over. And then, yeah, Ramos is basically going to sit there where Vertonghen is. I also, at one stage or another, will upgrade Dele Alli back to Christian Eriksen. It's a shame that Dele Alli is going to be a guy that just sits on my bench, considering he's 92 rated. But it is a shame at the same time as it's not a shame, because look at what we've got as well. Zaha, Callejon and Malcolm, which basically can allow me to complete another icon for like beginning to be really cheap. So maybe R9 Ronaldo is the damn, I got bitten, man. Is the next guy that we go for, and all these untradeable high-end team of the seasons that I'm not using can be guys that we send in there. On top of that, De Bruyne and Son will always stay in my team. I like this card a lot. You can see, I've said to you guys before, 4-star, he'd be the best card in the game in my personal opinion. And 14 goals and 14 assists in 21 games, you know, 28 goal contributions in 21 games is actually very good. But it's not quite close to being as good as even De Bruyne, you know, with 37 and 40 there. And then Heung-min Son with 86 and 30 and 58. I want a different player instead of this guy here. So Dele Alli and Sané can and potentially will go, as will Ashley Young, based on who the midfielder and left mid becomes. But I don't know who they are going to be. We'll find that out in due course. So my team, we're going to go and get into a game. I have still as well, in terms of coins, I have a lot more than I thought in this club. Even if things go wrong with team of the season investing, I've got almost 500,000 coins in the bank. I've got 28 team of the season cards altogether sitting in my trade pile, and these guys were bought for really reasonable prices. 43,000 for Vanaken there, 41,000 for Vanaken there. I bought a few more, 46,000 for Vanaken there, and I already sold about 7 or 8 of them sold for how much did 7 or 8 of them sell for? 7 or 8 of them sold for 60 to 65,000 already, and I bought them all for 48 to 50. So already on 7 or 8 of them, I made 15,000 coins. So I've made well over 100,000, or you know, after tax, around 100,000 coins from the ones that I already sold, and it's all going so good. And then on top of that, I've got, you know, multiple hundreds of thousands of coins worth of players in the club outside of my tradable team of the season team, and then I've also got my on the side trading technique. That's a very nice team. My on the side trading technique that is getting me a lot of coins, and even if I sold them right now for the current market price, I would make another 400,000 coins off the back of that. So yeah, the account's in a really strong place. And I, in the back of my mind, I keep sitting there thinking to myself, you know, World Cup mode is coming really soon. Make sure you got millions of coins for the World Cup mode, because, like, if you guys don't know, the World Cup mode doesn't have a market. So the only way you can get players is from this time around. It will be from either draft, SBCs, or playing the game, like winning the World Cup, or just if they do the one player packs again. Alternatively, you can open packs. If you open a 5k pack, you get a 5k pack in the World Cup and a 5k pack in the regular Ultimate Team. If you open a 7.5k pack, you get a 7.5k pack in both individual sides. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, just make sure you have millions of coins for World Cup mode. But actually, I don't want to have millions of coins for the World Cup mode. I want to just have the most insane team for a period of time, if possible. Just so that I can really enjoy FIFA Ultimate Team's regular mode for a while. And then, hey, if we're short on World Cup mode coins, or if we're just like, oh man, a few more packs and I'll be able to get like a sick player or something like that, then I'll just go and sell one of my Team of the Season cards that I've got here, and you know, happy days. We'll end up making some good profit off. Well, not some profit, but we'll just be able to get coins back, which will be obviously fantastic. That's a goal. Let's go. Why has he volleyed that? Really? Why has he volleyed that? Let's get it into Son here. Let's get that. Oh, tried to go to the back post. I've got... I'm going to say remind me, but you can't remind me. I was playing Division 1 last night. I did record the gameplay, but I'm not going to show it. Otherwise, this video will just be too long. I've had Hullet taking my set pieces for the long... That's hit Sané, hasn't it? God damn. For the longest time, for about 10 games, and I don't want him to be taking my set pieces. I think I want Ashley Young actually to be taking my set pieces. He's probably the guy for me. What is this? I don't understand what this guy's doing. Is he actually keeping Wimmer? Sorry, Bauer. He is. Wow. So I'm gonna have to attack that left side with my man. This guy's got like a really good team, man. He's got some really good like Prem Team of the Seasons, an icon or two. Did he have? Was it the Fuck Birthday Rooney? Like this guy has a strong squad. And then he's got that Bauer card at right back. That's interesting to me, but hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get in behind here. And you'll see in an instant like this, one of these situations, it shows exactly why Sané is great. And is that a pen? No. I was going to say shows exactly why Sané is great because he managed to hold off the defender with that strength that he has. But it also shows exactly why Sané is somebody that I'm looking to replace in this team. And that is because if I had 4-star skill moves there, I could have just done a Berber spin inside and boom, he would have all of a sudden been clean through on goal. And it's a shame, right? Because my Team of the Season cards from the upgrade packs were good. So who did we get? We got Vertonghen. Now Vertonghen's an okay player, usable, but not the best that he's going to be. In the other upgrade pack, we got Sané, again, usable, but not the best that you can have for that role. And then you have Dele Alli that we got in the SBC upgrade pack, that once again is usable, but just not the best that we can have. So I kind of got like good luck, but not great luck. You know, I've got 3 good usable players, and I'm sure some of you guys that don't have as many coins as me and don't put as much time into the game as me would probably sit there and think, man, I got, you know, Pope and another Pope, and you'd be like, you would have dreamed of the cards that I managed to pick up, and that's absolutely fine. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, like I say, I know the cards that I've got are very, very good cards. It's just that they're not, you know, with the amount of coins I've got and the team that I've got, obviously want a bit more. So I'm going to have these untradables as not in... Oh, I beat that defender and I didn't really realise it. This guy's alright as well. He's got a weird team setup, but he's actually like decent enough. No, I've overstepped there. Just don't let him get through with Rooney there and we should be fine. Oh, I've pulled Maldini out of play there. Yeah, look at that, and he's got the run straight back into Larson. And the shot goes wide. Yeah, but that's why I bought David De Gea. It's why I went and bought Fernandinho. And it's why I will buy, again, depending on the stats of the La Liga Team of the Season and how the players look. Like, because Parejo, for example, he doesn't look like somebody that I want to use for the simple fact that I know, again, he doesn't have 4-star skill moves. He only has 4-star weak foot. Say only, like... it's just gone over De Bruyne's head. He will have a lack of pace, and his stats will be great, right, for Parejo. His dribbling, his physical, his passing, his shooting, and even to a degree, his defending stats will all be quite nice. But it won't be, you know, I'll be as good as having Dele Alli. You know, oh, god damn. I'm rushing my play and there's no reason. This guy, he has got a weird team. He's got this Ben Davies at left back as well, which is quite interesting. I don't know why he keeps trying to do skill moves and ball rolls with Davies. It's very weird to me. But we've got a run down there from Heung-min Son at last. Got some bit of space in there. I'm rushing my play. I'm rushing so bad. There's no need to rush here. He's not really pressing me. You can see how I'm like getting some space here with Son, just to left thumbstick dribble around his players, because he's making it easy to do so because of the fact he's not actually pressing me. His keeper's going to get that. I need to go attacking. I need to get a few more bodies up the field. Okay, again, it's weird. He's making some weird choices, because he's doing some funny things with some of his players, like his goalkeeper there, like his Davies that he keeps doing ball rolls and dragbacks with. But then he's got a half good team, and he's a good player. I can feel that he's a good player, because he defends really well. He obviously uses the AI to defend well for him, and he attacks pretty decently as well. And so it's very, very bizarre. That's nice play. It's very, very bizarre that he's playing like he's playing. Oh, he's got lucky. Oh, wow. I actually thought he got lucky to make the tackle there. Right, let's get Hullet. Pop him into the box. Let's run in. Oh, it's gone to Sané. Why has it gone to Sané? That was for Hullet. If you leave it, Hullet's clean through. I'll take a corner though, guys. I'll take a corner. Let's see if we can whip this one in at the near post. I've got to take a... Oh, Son bangs it. Oh... It's gone just wide. I think I'm going to switch to the 4-4-2 for the second half. Oh, he's so lucky. He's honestly so lucky. I haven't really created that many great opportunities. Maybe like one or two. Is that not half time yet? There we go. Yeah, I've only created a couple of good opportunities. He's only created a couple of good opportunities as well. He's actually had more possession than me. But only literally just the 2 shots for him. I'm going to switch into the 4-4-2 though, guys. Try and give myself a better opportunity to get down the sides. And I'm going to take off Dele Alli. We're going to put Sané out on the wing for De Bruyne. We're going to keep Fernandinho and Hullet because they're both good box-to-box midfielders. And let's bring on Malcolm. I really like this Malcolm card. 4-star, 4-star. He's done really well for us. I normally would bring on maybe Calais on or something in a much easier game, but I don't want both my wingers having really bad week footers. You know, 3-star on Sané and 2-star on Calais on wouldn't be ideal. So switching to the 4-4-2 now is something that I do quite a lot. And for those that don't know, the reason why I've just switched to 4-4-2 is because when I struggle to create chances in the 4-1-2-1-2, which I have done, it's usually because either my opponent's formation is like really effective against the 4-1-2-1-2, or alternatively, the way they're defending is really efficient, like narrow. So what I try and do is I try and spread the play, try and go wide instead, and get chances that way, and see if it works. And so far, I can tell already after the first few minutes of this first half that it absolutely has worked. We're creating far, far more opportunities straight off the bat to create chances. Like I can feel already the extra width here is proving really, really efficient for me. So let's give it to where's Ashley Young? There's Ashley Young. We'll give he's only got 85 free kick accuracy, but we'll pop this into the near post. That's actually a good corner. Oh, Begovic again. That's a couple of good saves he's made already. Don't let get that. There we go, Zanetti. Oh, you can hear me. You can hear my controller there. That's good play. He's going to get a... Is that a goal kick? I hope that came off of his player, not Vertonghen. Okay, so I've had 2 or 3 corners and I've been able to not been able to make anything. It's undoubted that he's going to end up scoring off of his first opportunity. No, I'm always the kind of guy that feels like, not necessarily to truth. I don't have like stats to back this up, but I'm always the kind of guy that feels like I'll have like 5 or 6 corners and I won't make much of them. And then my opponent will have 1 or 2 corners and I'll concede 1 or 2 goals. So he's actually going to run it in manually this time. Oh, that's right. We got the ball. Here we go. Keep it in Zanetti. There we go. All right, let's pop this over the other side. Get some space. And now we should have a good opportunity to counter against this guy. Let's get the ball in. 1-2 with De Bruyne and Son. Son's missed the reverse pass there. I've actually tried to do the heel-to-heel flick and I've just completely missed the ball. This guy pressed too hard for that. This is a really interesting game. It's actually I could genuinely lose this. I don't feel like I'm in control here at all. I feel like my opponent has some good plays. Right, he's had more than enough advantage now. There we go. And if he gets the right chance, which this might be, oof, that's that 4-star skill move curse there for this guy as well with Rooney. If he had 4-star skill moves on Rooney right there, he could well easily have just been scoop turning inside and scoring a goal. That's good play, that is. Oh, tried to get the nice L1 R1 cross in. Sadly, was unable to. I'm still on attacking. 25 minutes left. I've definitely got the better team. That's a great ball. Oh, Maldini, you beast. Just stepping in there. That wasn't even me. That was like the AI Maldini right there. All right, let's walk it up because he's not like manually defending. So now that he is manually defending, we should hopefully be able to take advantage. And we did take advantage. There's something when you watch back replays in the replay mode, I wish it showed you who you were controlling and who your opponent was controlling in that time, because there's something that happened in that pattern of play there that I could show you guys that would really, really help, that I don't have the tools to do outside of a replay mode. But basically, that guy was like using his central defensive midfielder or his centre midfielder to run into the space to try and block the run paths, right? Which is fine. It's a very, very valid way of defending. You know, a lot of people defend like that. That's fine. But it allowed me to just walk up. Like right now, look at the guy that is marking me. They're not like he's not the one that he's controlling, right? So that means I could just walk without fear of getting tackled. As soon as he switches to the person that is marking me, like as soon as he switches to the person that's right in front of me, all of a sudden it's because he's trying to make a tackle. So that's the point where I get to pass the ball out and basically run into the spaces that he's left via the fact that he's not been marking me, he's been marking the spaces. And so as soon as he switched, he wasn't using his defender to defend, he was letting the AI do it for him. As soon as he switched to that defender that was in front of me, I now know that I had a pass on because he had already run out of the space for where my attacker was. And so, oh, that's a good ball. And so I was able to just really, really, really easily walk the ball forwards, walk it into the space, and then go with a great pass into De Bruyne into the space that was available, which was nice. Oh, come on, man! I'm sure you guys heard me do the trick stick there. There's 13 minutes left. I'm still on attacking, and maybe that's not the best idea. I read that very easily. That's a really poor pass from me. I did not need to give possession away there. This guy's going to get a chance. He'll get 1 or 2 good chances, at least. And there is his chance. Yeah, I read that as well. Vertonghen's actually very good, by the way, guys. I know he's not, like, the fastest. But right here again, you see, now he's running away, like running up on me. It's really easy for me to just not sprint and just hold possession of the ball because of the way this guy's defending. That's a foul ref, surely. That wasn't a foul ref, okay. Oh, I read that. I was standing right there. God damn. Oh, I think this guy's gone attacking because he's got easy through balls through the middle of my back line now. That's good play. Oh, what a tackle from Hullet. His Wayne Rooney miscontrolled that. I'd be fuming personally if that was me. The way his Rooney controlled that, you expect that. I think it's for birthday Rooney. It might be the informed Rooney. I can't specifically remember. But you really would expect him to have controlled that perfectly in the box, and he just didn't. He took a heavy touch that allowed Hullet to get a foot in. That's good play. He's offside. Oh wow, he wasn't offside. Jesus. Right, 5 minutes left. Let me get on to ultra defensive just to make sure we don't throw this away from right here. I should have a clean ball through down the right hand side here to Heung-min Son. We've already done this once, and there we go again. And it just depends if Son can get past the defender, he can. We should be able to win from here. Normally I would try and score. And I might still try and score. I'm not about that. Oh god, that was a really, really bad pass choice. I got away with it, but let's see what we can do with Ashley Young. Alright, so we've got 2 minutes left. I'm going to make sure I get the last chance here, but I don't want to give up possession beforehand. Penref! Free kick for him? What? Is that full time? Hey, that's not full time. Wow, this guy's still going to have a chance. That was cheeky and dangerous. And that's full time, guys. And I tell you what, for game number 1, that was a really tough game. That guy was very good. And what I like about this guy's team is that it goes to show that you don't need the most insane players in your life to do great things. Like, yes, he's got Henrik Larsson. Yes, he's got Wayne Rooney. I think he had team of the season Sterling, Matic. He's got Rijkaard and Costa. So he's got three icons. He's got team of the season as Pilaqueta and team of the season Davies. He has Eric Bailly, but he's got Eric Bailly still, who's really cheap, really affordable. He's using Begovic. He's using Bauer at right back. Like, it's not the most insane team, but he is quite clearly such a good player that it was working for him. Now, you'll remember in the first half, he had 52% possession, 2 shots, 1 on target. Well, he had more shots in the second half, none on target. Mine were from really good areas, not so much his. But I brought the possession back, and I had more tackles as well. And the reason why it was so effective for me personally is because switching to the 4-4-2 was just really, really efficient. So we end up scoring the only goal of the game with De Bruyne. And what I want to show here is, at this point, he's not the defender that's inside isn't who he's controlling, right? It's hard to explain. See, I wish we could see who he's controlling. For what it's worth as well, that pass that went to De Bruyne, that pass was aimed at De Bruyne. You see how like the pass thing is going straight, so it's right in between the two players. Well, actually, I was looking. I can see the run of De Bruyne. I didn't even spot the run of the right wing there. I'm actually trying to feed this. I'm trying to point on my screen. I'm trying to feed this down the right-hand side of Eric Bailly. Sorry, the left, like Bailly's left-hand side. I'm trying to feed it down there for De Bruyne to run into to get a cutback. I didn't try and send it on the inside, which is where the ball actually went. Funnily enough, if it went where I wanted it to go, I would have just lost possession. But it ended up being a nice pass, and De Bruyne ended up getting a goal. But I didn't make that specific pass, but it did go to the person that I wanted it to go to. But anyway, guys, there's my dub. There's me 1-0. Not bad. In terms of what do we need for elite? Oh, I wanted to see like monthly. Never mind. I'll check monthly another time. I don't want to sit here and waste time. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.